It's me again. I know we've been talking about money dates, and you are excited to hear this last video about your money date guidelines. Well, you've started your money date. You've met weekly. It's just the two of you. You found a time that works both of you. You're using I feel statements. You're taking notes throughout the week, so you're avoiding the contention throughout the week. You're using your agenda. You're being positive. Now we need to state our needs, wants, and expectations. Here's how important that is. In your marriage, there's going to be times when you're going to feel unfulfilled and you're going to feel a sense of contention towards your spouse. It's going to happen. It's probably because you're not communicating what you need, what you want, and what you expect. And one of the things that you can do is take the love language test and find out what your love language is. Is your spouse giving you love and how you receive love? So for example, I am a quality time person and physical touch. And in our spending plan, I set aside an account called Date Night with My Honey. And this is so important for me because I don't feel love unless I'm spending time with my spouse. And if I am setting aside money monthly for our date nights, then I feel totally fulfilled and a sense of connection with my spouse. Well, it wasn't until I recognized that need that I had and I told my husband, hey, I'm not feeling connected with you right now. What I need is for us to go on dates. And I expect that we will go at least twice a month out to go somewhere. And then there are times when we can just be at home. And that my expectation is that we will spend X number of dollars for a babysitter. I found a babysitter that I love her so much. She's Mary Poppins. And then I stated how much I needed, and then we made sure that we put that amount of money into our spending plan. And there are some months when I'm like, okay, where can we get the money from? And we had these credit card points that were sitting out there. And so I clearly stated in our money date, hey, honey, I would really like to use these credit card points and cash them in and put it into that date night with my honey so that need that I have of spending quality time with you is met. And he's like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. What else are we going to do with this credit card points? So I'm like, okay, sweet, awesome. So that's one way that we have funded that account and we can afford to go and do things that we normally wouldn't do, which fulfills one of his needs that he likes to do special stuff and he likes to give gifts. So one of the things that when I recognized what my husband's love language was, is that his need was to be able to buy gifts at Christmas time. He expected to be able to give gifts to certain people. And then I had to ask him, how much money do you need for this need and want to be fulfilled? And so he gave me a number and I divided that out by 12 and I put that number into our spending plan. And every single month I put money into our Christmas account. And our needs and our wants were fulfilled because we stated what our expectation is. So as you sit down for your money date this week, I want you to think about what your needs, your wants, and your expectations are. And if you don't know what your love language is and what you're lacking, then I will put a link in there for that love language test. And that will help you feel fulfilled in your relationship. The last thing is to address our goals together. And that is having the intention, the focus, the knowing where to go so that you can end up where you want to go. And I always talk to people about getting on a train. If you want to go somewhere, you need to know where you're going to go. And you need to know how you're going to get there, how much money you need to get there, and what time you need to be there. So Um, when you go to the train station, you don't just buy a ticket to anywhere. You say, you know what? I'm going to Washington, D.C., and I am leaving on Wednesday, and I need $250 to go there. And while we're there, we're going to go visit this place, and this place. And this is where we're going to stay. So you have a clear picture of where you're going to go. And as you create your goals together, here's something to think about. A goal is a dream with a deadline and a dollar sign. So knowing where you want to go, how much you're going to need, and when you're going to do it by. And those are going to help you accomplish the goals together. So I hope that you've enjoyed these 10 Money Day guidelines, and definitely make sure that you click on the link and download the agenda for yourself so that you can create your money day and open the lines of communication in your relationship.